screen the presentation?
Yes.
Okay. So, apparently, oh, what happened with my camera? Okay. Apparently, we are just a stream. So, let's start, okay? So, how you doing today? Angela, how you doing? Julie, how you doing?
Very good, teacher. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. Starting the week with all the energy. Okay, so today we're gonna talk about leaving home. Okay, as every class, we're gonna have couple rules. We're gonna be super respectful. We're gonna try to participate as much we can. Okay, we're gonna follow my instructions. We're gonna be responsible with the technology, and we're gonna try to communicate clearly and respectfully. Okay. If I say something that you don't get, or if I talk too fast, just let me know and I will repeat it. Si hablo muy rápido, si digo algo que no entiendan, déjenmelo saber que con todo el amor lo repetimos. ¿Listo? So, our learning objective. Okay, our learning objectives is the students going to develop your reading comprehension skills related with the topic, leaving home today. And we're going to have a couple activities, okay? So for our first, to start, I want to start with this statement. Leaving your family home is not always easy, and it's so true. So I want to hear you girls. Do you live with in your family home still, or do you live by yourself? Have you ever lived by yourself?
Okay,
¿Alguna vez
teacher.
viven todavía con... Go ahead.
Okay, in my case, I don't live with my parents anymore because I have a boyfriend. We live together. And yes, it's not always
Uh-huh.
easy because obviously you grew up with your parents. And when you have to leave your home is something difficult because in my case, I was used to my mother prepare everything, hot lunch, breakfast, and it's not the same when you live alone because you have to do it everything. But I think when people said that, when people say that when you eat, when you come back your home and you eat uh, your mother's food, it is something wow, amazing. I don't know. It is true that meal or food taste so different, and I think it's yes, love. I don't know. Yes, it's not easy.
It is. The food is a really hard part to leave home. It's so hard. Just follow moms or like the ones that had the opportunity to live with their grandparents. Like cook, like grandparents cook or moms cook is just so hard to reach. And it's so good when you have the opportunity to just go back and have a meal with them. So true. What about you, Julie? I cannot hear you. Hmm. Maybe was a problem with the microphone? you before. Te pude escuchar cuando recién empezamos, but I cannot hear you now. Should we try again? It's okay. Internets are always like an issue, but it's totally fine. You can do your participations by the text. Okay, we can wait for you. It's all right. Okay. So let's wait for Julie to start to maybe come back. Maybe 2 minutes. But from now, I just want to wait for her so we can start this activity, okay? Let's just give her 2 minutes.
Okay.
But I'm going to let you see my screen so you can start working on it, okay? So we have these columns with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and A, B, C, D, E, right? So in this one is like the sentence, and in this column is like the meaning, ¿cierto? Como el significado. So what I want you to do is start reading slowly, contextualize yourself, what it say, and you can start develop this slide, but don't send the answers yet, okay? No vayas, puedes empezar a como es contextualizarte, a leer lo que están aquí. Y la idea es pues que la machemos con el significado correcto, ¿ok? Pero no me vas a mandar las respuestas por el chat, sino que las vas a ir teniendo ahí para que luego las socialicemos, ¿ok? Because the point is that later we're gonna socialize it, ¿ok?
Okay, teacher.
You can start doing that while we wait for Julie. I'm pretty sure she will be back. Let's give her 2 minutes, and if at 8:20 she's not here, we can just continue, okay?
Okay, teacher.
You can look it up for words that maybe you don't know. If there is any vocabulary you don't know, let me know. We can do that too. Okay, that were 2 minutes. Let's just continue, and if she comes back, let's start without her. It's okay, right? Maybe she will be back in a little bit. Okay, so we have this activity, what I was telling you, Angela. We're gonna try to match. So the first one say, let's learn the definitions, and we try to match it with the words, okay? So I'm gonna learn letter A. Learn some simple, cheap, and healthy recipes to impress your flatmates. What do you think is that match with what?
I don't know what is the meaning of the word flatmates. It's like my in my roommate. Yeah, something like that.
Could be your roommate, could be your friends, your mate, like your friends. Yeah, like could be flatmates is used like in general for all a group, or could be friends, could be college, could be roomies, could be como tus parceros, como tus amigos, como tus, si me entiendes, que entra
Okay.
en todo el grupo y es una palabra muy casual. Okay, we don't use that like in a super formal conversation. It's more like kind of casual. So when you learn some simple, cheap, and healthy recipes to impress your flatmates, which one you think is that? With which one match
Maybe
that?
how to make friends. Maybe.
You think it's how to make friends? Let's keep going. Yeah, why not? And then B. Be slightly formal when emailing university lectures. Don't post anything on social media you wouldn't want employers to see. What do you think match with that one?
I think it's how to be professional.
How to be professional. Perfect. Let's see. Letter C. Plan to minimize debt. Pay all your bills. Eat and still have enough money for some fun.
How to budget.
How to budget. That's pretty hard, right? That was the hardest part for me when I just moved out home. Okay, let's go. D, take responsibility for yourself. Manage your time and balance your social life with your studies. Jesus.
Okay, how to be independent. I had my
How to
doubt
be
with
independent.
the letter the letter. Ah, okay. Yes, yes.
With which one? Relax, be yourself, and don't feel
Don't
you
feel
have
how.
to be cool.
Yes, I think it's right. I hope. I hope so.
So you think this one match with two?
No, I had my doubts, but I don't sure, teacher.
You have your doubts? With which one?
With the last one.
E? You will match E with what number?
Could be the E with how to make friends.
It is this one. Because you need to just relax, be
Yes.
yourself, be chill.
And how
If you
to
like the
cook.
people, you like the people. If you don't, not. So that means number two is for A.
Yes,
This one
yes.
will be number two, right? Okay, perfect. I knew that you could like realize the mistake. That's why I didn't correct you at the moment. So sometimes when we do this kind of activities, it's important to try to finish it and then go back, ¿ok? Cuando hacemos este tipo de actividades, sea en una actividad de la universidad o para presentar un examen, Cuando es este tipo de estructura, es importante hacerlo de primero, ¿cierto? Y luego volver y rectificar. ¿Por qué? Porque a veces podemos, esta sonaba muy amigable, es cierto. This one sounds much good with this one. But when we realize, cuando nos damos cuenta que la E tiene un match better with the number 3, that's when we can make the correction. Es cuando podemos hacer las correcciones. ¿Listo? Para que lo tengas en cuenta más adelante en algún momento que lo necesites. Okay? So now we're gonna do the lecture. Because, hi Julie, you back.
Hi, teacher.
Did you? Perfect, I can hear you now. So we're gonna start with our lecture, okay? We were talking, we were matching these these like sentences with the meaning. And we agree that how to budget is plan to minimize debt, pay all the bills, eat, and still have enough money for some fun. How to cook is learn some simple, cheap, and healthy recipes to impress your flatmates. We talk about flatmates is like friends, roomies, or colleagues, any kind of person that you have a friendly relationship with. How to make friends, just relax, be yourself. Don't feel that you have to be cool. Don't try to impress nobody, just be yourself. How to be professional, be slightly formal when emailing university lectures. Don't post anything on social media you won't want employers to see. And how to be independent, take responsibility for yourself, manage your time, and balance your social life with your studies, okay? Now, we're gonna start with the lectures. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna read by slides, okay? So, maybe Julie can start here and read the whole slide. Vamos a leer por slides, o sea, toda la pantallita. And then Angela can read this one, and then I can help you out, and I can read this one. And then Julie go back and can read this one, and Angela can go back and close, okay? What we're gonna do, we're gonna read aloud this lecture so we can contextualize and know what's going on, what they are talking about, okay? So, Julie, go ahead. Can you start the lecture for me?
Okay, teacher. Living home. Going away to university is always a tricky time, both for students who are living home and their parents who are staying behind. We got advice on how to cope from a student daughter. I don't know the pronounce. It is correct. Daughter. A daughter. And her dad.
Daughter. Perfect.
Daughter. A daughter's advice to parents by Carrie Price. My parents drove me to unit at the beginning of the first term. That was great, but then they hung around. So it was hard to chat to the people in these rooms near mine. It's best if you live used to unpack ourselves. Don't ask used to come home during term time. There is a lot going to at weekends. They're just isn't time. Get another interest or a pet if you feel lonely with those use. Don't make us feel guilty about leaving home.
Perfect. Great. without us. Don't make us. Remember when it's like this us, we try to connect the word, okay? Don't feel guilty. Perfect.
Okay, teacher.
Angela, can you keep reading this slide for me, please?
Okay. I read an interesting article in a teacher's magazine recently. They did a study of 80, uh, 8, 848 students in Wales worryingly. The results showed that teenagers are facing a new problem. They might go to bed and get up at appropriate times, but a growing number are waking up in the middle of the night, not to use the bathroom or have a snack, but because of the news phenomenon, FOMO, fear or
Oh
missing
no,
out.
hold on. Hold on, Angela. I'm so sorry. I don't know why that slide is there. I'm so
No worries,
sorry. That
teacher.
shouldn't. Okay, it's this one. I'm so sorry. I don't know what that's why that is. I leave that slide there. This is the continue of the reading. I'm so sorry.
Okay, okay. Yes, I was wondering why.
Yeah, they were talking
Cambió
about something
mucho el
different, and it
contexto.
was like, oh, hold on. This was my class last week. I'm so sorry.
Okay, okay. It is quite interesting to hear about your experience at uni, but remember that it was a long time ago, so don't go on about it so much. Things have changed a lot. Now we have a lot of more debt, and it'll be harder to find a job in the future. Please don't take up on us. Don't take part on us or our friends on Facebook. I know it's public site, but we have the right to some privacy. Don't change anything in our bedroom. We have only half left home. We'll be back in the holiday, so please don't touch anything. We'd still like to count on family holidays with you. Don't forget to include us just because we're not there all the time. Oh,
Perfect.
tiene mucho más sentido esa.
Please don't check up on us. Okay? This one you try to do check up on us. Okay? If you do the ups and down, it's a little easier. Okay? Perfect. Now, that was his daughter's advice. Now let's listen up at the father's advice to students by Stuart Priest. Don't complain so much about how much work you have to do. We work a lot too. You are an adult now. Get used to it. Put up with the fact that we refused to get a dog while you were at home. Then suddenly both want us soon as you move out. We miss you. Just because you are at the university studying very complex subjects, it doesn't mean that you're more intelligent than everybody else. Don't treat your family as if they were stupid. We are really not. Let us come and visit you now and again. We promise to try not to embarrass you in front of your friends. We just want to see you for a short time and take you out for a meal. Okay? Okay. Julie, can you read this one for me? I was checking that was the right one this time. I'm sorry. Julie?
Okay, yes, teacher. Don't waste so much time on Facebook. You need time for all that work you have to do. Remember, We might make a few changes to your room to deal with it. It is great to have a guest room at last, but we won't change things too much for mice. Don't forget to call home from time to time, and don't forget any else. I know I don't know
Nine.
this word. If we phone you, it's not pestering. If we didn't call, you wouldn't know that we care.
True. It's hard for both parties, right? Because you're leaving home. Well, here it's pretty popular to leave home when you're like around 16, 18 here in the United States, to go to the universities. And universities are sometimes not close home. They are like in other states. They could be like 5, 6, 7 hours away. And you as a university person, you are like, oh, full of expectations. You want to make friends. You are learning new things. You are in a new environment. But also, you're going to miss your family. You're going to miss the comfort and all the comfort that you have at home, right? That you don't going to have at the university, sharing a room with a stranger that you just meet. And you have to spend like 5 years with them. But also for parents, it's kind of hard because you are their baby, right? Like, it's my baby who's leaving home, but it's this hole here. Now I need to fill it up with something. So let's try to be balanced in both cases, right? Okay, so this is what we're going to do. I have these activities prepared here for you girls. So in this one, we're going to read and we're going to try to complete the sentence with the right answer. When children leave home to go to the university, it's. So we're going to choose the right one between A, B, C, or D. We have 6, 7, 8 questions, okay? In the same structure, you're going to try to match the correct answer. And then we're going to try to fill up the gaps, okay? Fill in the blanks with these options. But what I want you to do is not like, I don't care if you finish. I don't care if you complete the whole activity. What I want you to do is read carefully, like if your life depends on that. Quiero que lean súper dedicadamente, súper concentradas, como si su vida dependiera de ello, ¿cierto? Y que las respuestas que encuentren, the answers that you get, you are super sure that's the answer, okay? Why? Because these activities are in fact to improve our reading comprehension. That's why I'm going to send it to you, question and the text. Because when you take your time, I'm going to give you around 15 minutes. We have 15 minutes. Try to do as much you can, but as the best you can, okay? I don't care if we don't finish the activities. The idea is not make the stuff in a rush. The idea is do it right, okay? Lo importante no es que lo terminemos, porque mi objetivo en este momento no es que ustedes tengan la comprensión lectora más rápida, sino que sea la más efectiva, que lo que ustedes respondan, ustedes estén totalmente seguras de que es la respuesta. I'm going to share with you girls a PDF. I cannot send the document because Teams is having a problem. I don't know. But I'm going to share the link, okay? So you're going to open the link, and in the link is the lecture, is the text, and then I'm going to give you 15 minutes so you can solve as many questions you can, okay? When sending it now through the chat, confirm me please if you can confirm if you can open the link for me. Pueden confirmarme que pueden abrir el link. If I'm gonna give you 15 minutes, it's 8:40, it's 7:40. So at 7:55, we will be back. We will share what we have, okay? A las 8:55 vamos a volver y vamos a compartir lo que tengamos resuelto. Lo vamos a socializar. ¿Listo? Can you girls confirm if you can open the link? Pueden confirmarme que pueden abrir el link and that you understand what I just said y que entendieron lo que les dije. Angela, Julie.
Yes, teacher. I can open the link.
Okay. Okay, and everything is clear. I'm gonna, Julie?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna be here if you have any kind of question. And let's try our best, okay? Let's read, really focus and try to develop as better you can, okay? Okay, girls, how you doing? Are you ready to share? It's okay if you didn't finish.
Hi, teacher.
Yeah? Okay, so Julie, are you there? Are you ready to share with us?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so let's go ahead. Number 1, Angela. Let's choose a different color. Let's just pick. When children leave home to go to university, it's
The number one, let me see the C. No, the C, no, the A, B, C. C, the C.
see?
Yes, C.
Julia, do you agree in that statement?
Yes, teacher, I agree.
Okay, so in the lecture, they don't say that it's more difficult for one or for the other side. They just emphasize it's a difficult situation. Why? Because the teenagers are going through this process to be excited and just leave home, but the parents are in the situation that their little babies like leaving the nest, right? So the right answer will be B, okay?
Mm,
Okay? When children leave home to go to university, it's a difficult experience. When we do this kind of activities, sometimes we cannot just go literally what the text say, because sometimes they can make like a comment that make us think maybe it's more difficult for one side or for the other side and make that the answer, we choose the wrong answer. Cuando tenemos actividades como esta, es importante contextualizarnos bien con el texto, entender qué es lo que nos quiere decir el autor y no solamente leer las palabras a un nivel textual, puesto que a veces el autor quiere hacer referencia o énfasis en algo más amplio que lo que nos menciona literalmente en el texto, ¿ok? Para que lo tengamos en cuenta. Perfect. Number 2, Julie. Carrie says, when students first go to uni, parents should.
I think is the option B.
It's B, perfect. Me pulso maraquera. B, give them a lift and then leave, right? Just like give them a ride, like an Uber, and say bye, peace out. So mean. Number 3, Angela. Carrie thinks students should.
In that question, I'm not sure, but I think students. It's all about students. Let me see.
What do you mean?
Wait. Okay. I was in there. Sí, I think it's sí.
It's C. No feel bad about spending weekends in their university town. Oh, it's so sad. As a parent, I would be like, no, come the weekend with me. But as a student, I would be like, I'm going to party with my friends. I'm going to find a good boyfriend. I'm going to have fun. Okay. Number 4, Julie. Carrie thinks Facebook is.
I think it's option D.
D. Great for parents as long as you are careful with your privacy settings. Angela, are you agree with this statement?
Let me see. Is the Okay, I think it's the letter C. I don't know why.
It is C because, okay, it's true she mentioned the privacy, but she mentioned the privacy thing as more like, just don't look up for me. Don't stalk me in my Facebook. Don't go through my friends' Facebooks. Just leave me alone, right? You don't need to know what I'm doing here. Good job, Angela and Julie. Okay, so if you don't mind, we can finish at least until 6. ¿Ya? Si no les importa, pues si tienen el tiempito, 5 minuticos más, podemos terminar hasta la número 6 y ya terminamos la clase, ¿sí?
Okay, teacher, no
Okay,
problem.
teacher.
Are you agree with that? Okay. Angela, number 5. Stuart thinks students sometimes.
The letter D.
D.
Forget that their parents were young ones.
It's true. Julie, are you agree with this statement?
The letter A.
It is the letter A, right? They look down on people
But I
who
don't
are
know.
not studying. And that's what he make reference. I know I read it. Just because you're at the university studying very complex subject, it doesn't mean you are more intelligent than everybody else. Don't treat your family as if they were stupid. We're really not. Okay? Number 6 and the last one. We will be done, okay? Angela. Stuart says parents would like... Who responded the last one? Was Angela or Julie?
I don't remember, teacher.
It's okay. Angela.
Angela.
Stuart says parents would like to.
I don't know. I had my doubt. I think it's the letter C, but I think it's could be the letter A too.
Okay. You have this option
But
and
I
this
think
option.
is the D.
It
T,
is
T,
the
T.
D.
It is the D?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Why? Because, yeah, I stayed for at least one night when they visit. They mentioned that they would like to just go pass by. Actually, I think it's here. Yeah. Let us come and visit you now and again. We promise to try not embarrass you in front of your friends. We just want to see you for a short time and take you out for a meal. Okay? So they don't want to leave one night. They don't want to stay the night. They don't say anything about like meet their friends or yeah, come and visit at least once a fortnight. Once a fortnight means like una noche cada 4 noches, okay? O sea, como una noche a la semana. So that could be an option, but they have like a fight in here, okay? Ellos tienen como una pelea, una competencia entre la C y la D. ¿Por qué? Porque las dos dicen casi lo mismo, pero la de abajo, la D, tiene más detalle a lo que dice textualmente el texto. Perdón por la redundancia, okay? So it's really important to take that things in consideration. Sometimes we need to assume what the author is trying to tell us, and sometimes we have to stick along with the text, okay? But you girls did amazing. I'm really sad we don't have more time, but thank you so much to connect to the class, to be so active. I don't know if you girls have something you want to share with me about the class, if you have any feedback, any recommendation. I'm sharing with you now the attendance link. Please fill it up so you have your attendance. And that's everything for today. I hear you out if you have something to say, and if not, you're free to go.
Thank you, teacher.
No, teacher, in my case, everything is okay.
Oh,
And
thank you so
so
much.
much for
I
the
hope.
class.
Oh, thank you for connecting. I hope I see you guys again in my next sessions. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye, teacher.